Peaceful Nascar League. I'm your host, Sports1173, and tonight is going to be the National Series race from Darlington Raceway located in Darlington, South Carolina. Tonight is going to be 74 laps, I believe. So 74 laps around this 1.366 mile X-shaped oval, and I'm going to be curious to see how these National Series guys handle the track too tough to tame, or the Lady in Black, or Darlington. So it's gonna be very interesting to see these drivers at these drivers here tonight. So let me see here. I believe Texas is here. I had a weird freaking accent on that. But Texas is here tonight. I believe he's racing. If so, he's going to be subbing for Ryan Guy tonight in the Zero car. So that's going to be interesting. See how he does. He's going to be starting in the back of the pack along with Tom and H-Bud for not qualifying. So I believe there's 10 drivers here. 7 national drivers, 2 Cup Series drivers, and 1 Truck Series driver. So I wonder if I can set the invite now. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, there we go. Alright, we accepted the invite, and now we wait till we can actually load into the race. So, gonna give you all a starting order real quick. Wall 1 is going to be the 42 of NCOG. I clicked the wrong button there. Wall 1 is gonna be the 42 of NCOG, the 9 Predator. Wall 2 is gonna be the 18 of Weasel, the 7 of Bradley, who's subbing for Nascar Man tonight. Wall 3 is the 23 of Trainer, the 89 of Don Zito. Wall 4 is going to be the 5 GT Jones and the 2 of H-Rod fan. And rounding out the field would be the 21 of Tom and the 0 Texas. So now we can load into the race. And it's going to be 10 drivers here, so every National Series driver will get stage points. So let's see. Let's see, yeah, let's see how these drivers handle the track. We're going to ride here with NCOG and the 42, who's starting on the pole, I believe, for the first time this season, so it's gonna be weird to see NCOG on the pole here. New to me. So NCOG and Predator are gonna be on the front row for the start, I should say. Green flag's gonna be going up in the air right now. Boogity buggy buggity, let's go! Racing on the track too tough to tame, boys! Let's throw it back in time. Predator gets an edge on the outside lane going in turn 1. Predator's going to take the lead on the outside lane. How about that? As they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, there's contact in the back of the pack right there. Saw GT Jones in the 5, H-Rod in the 2, and maybe Texas in the Zeals head over the turn 3. Predator started second, but he's not going to allow NCOG to lead the first lap. Predator lap 1, Weasel second, Bradley third, NCOG falls back from the pole to 4th, and Trainer went to the top 5. Tom gets around the 5 GT Jones. That's battle for 7th, it looks like. Yep, that's battle for 7th. GT Jones at the 5, Tom in the 21. Also got Texas in the 0 and H-Rod in the 2 back there. In the back of the pack. Here's your leader, Predator, who's right up against that outside lane. Right up against the wall. Got Weasel in the 18. Look at Trainer in the 23, make a move on NCOG for 4th. Thinks better of it, falls back in line. I've heard drivers say that white and red 18 car Weasel was a fast car on the track, so gonna be curious to see if Predator can hold off Weasel. Here comes Weasel, inside for the lead. Gonna take it better of it at turn 3. Here comes Weasel. Oh, he got the apron. Try to go for the lead on the inside lane. He's going to fall back a few spots here. He's going to fall all the way back to 6th as Predator opens the gap on 2nd place Bradley. Oh, there's some cars back there getting loose as well. Had teammates back here battling for 8th. That is Tom in the 21, H-Ron on the 2, and GT Jones back here on the 5. And Texas in the 0 is driven away from these guys. Gonna try to catch Weasel in the 18 for 6th. Battle for 2nd heating up as Bradley gets the welcome out of turn 4 here into his Darlington stripe. He's gonna bring Trainer, Incock's gonna get by Bradley for 2nd. He's gonna bring Trainer in 23 with him. And Don Vizito in the 8. Oh, Trainer and Incock both get the wall there. They on their Darlington stripes. As Predator is pulling away with the lead. And Don Vizito back there in the 89 gets loose in 5th. Don back there in the 89 got really loose. He's going to allow Weasel to get by him for 5th. And maybe Texas for 6th. Meanwhile, there's a 4-car breakaway from the field. Mainly 3 cars here about for 2nd. And there's 1 car up front. That's Predator. So these 3 drivers here, Incog, Trainer, and Predator, all going for that playoff point here in Stage 1. Bradley in the 7 just looking for the win. Oh, Incog! Oh, Trainer puts him at the wall. Trainer put Incog in the wall. And he's going to check up Bradley in the 7, and that's one way to get around for 2nd. And there's Weasel in the 18 back there in 5th. There's Don Vizito in the 89 in 6th. Who's the current points leader in the Truck Series. Truck Series is going to be off for about another week. About a couple more weeks. And then the Truck Series will end round 1 of the playoffs at Las Vegas. Train on the 23 in front of Incog of the 42 gets the wall on his Darlington stripe again. So, this is allowing Predator the 9 to pull away. This battle for 2nd. And they're pulling away from Bradley in the 7. Oh, Incog and Trainer. But Weasel in the 18 is coming, man. Everyone is single file right now. So pretty much the only battle going on is this battle for 2nd. Oh, Incog gets loose off of turn 2 there. Gonna lose some ground to Trainer. And allow Bradley to inch in closer. Bradley in the 7 gets the wall to going into turn 3. He owns his Darlington stripe again. So Predator might not have started on the pole, but he's led all the laps so far. He took the lead from Incog on the outside lane going in turn 1, so very surprised. Oh, Bradley in the 7 gets loose off of turn 2 back there. Keeps it straight. He's going to lose 4th to Weasel. So Bradley falls back now. And now this battle for 2nd is just between Trainer and Incog. Oh, Weasel and Trainer are racing hard for 2nd. Not Weasel, Incog and Trainer. 2 Chevy drivers battling hard for 2nd. Well, you got another Chevy driver, Predator, leading. It'll be really interesting to see how Incog's going to get around Trainer here, because Trainer put him in the wall in turn 3 a couple laps ago. So I would not be surprised to see Incog do the same thing back to him. Well, maybe not, because Incog got loose there off of turn 2 there. He's going to lose some ground to Trainer. But I believe Incog has the faster car than Trainer, so it'll be interesting to see if Weasel can not only catch in these 2 drivers, fight for these 2 positions. But speaking of Weasel, that 18 car is coming, man. He had an awful race last week at Road America. But previous week at Bristol, he won the race by holding on Bradley. So Weasel looking for his second win in 3 races. And right now he's catching Incog for third and Trainer for second. And it looked like he had enough speed to try to take the lead from Predator, so I'll not be surprised to see Weasel make his way up here. Ooh, Incog. Try to get underneath him again. But there's that white and red Toyota of Weasel looking into the picture. Oh, Incog again trying to go for second. Oh boy. And see, it looks like they'll catch up with some lap cars up there. Oh, the leaders. And wow, Trainer, oh, Predator almost got the wall there. Oh, Trainer did though. Trainer's in the wall again. Incog gets around Trainer for second, but Incog gets the wall there for turn 4. And here comes Weasel in the 18. He's gonna go by both of them. Wow, what a move by Weasel in the 18. He can by both Incog and Trainer. But it looks like Trainer was not happy with Incog there. So now Weasel's up to second. Didn't take long for Weasel to get back up to where he was. Oh, Incog's in the wall. Now, does Weasel have enough time to catch Predator at the end of stage 1 to win the stage? I don't think so. But if he didn't get loose off of turn 2 like 10 laps ago, then he might have been your stage winner. But I think Predator's got the stage locked up if he doesn't make a mistake. But Incog and Trainer not allowing Weasel to get away. And Trainer messed up 3 and 4 there a little bit, so that's why he's not so close to Incog now. But Incog messed up 1 and 2, so now he's going to fall back into the crutches of Trainer. And they're the 2 lap cars in front of the leader, Predator. I believe that's Tom in the 21 and H-Rod in the 2. The RCR cars. I think I'm right about that. I could be wrong. No, that's GT Jones in the 5 with H-Rod in the 2. I got one of them right, that was H-Rod, but that was also GT Jones in the 5. It looked like Trainer got the wall going in turn 1 there. But it looks like the battle for third has calmed down a little bit. Battle for the lead's going to be heating up in a little bit. And maybe the 2 cars in front of Predator can stay in the lead lap here, maybe. Yeah, there's Weasel in the 18 coming and coming fast. Oh, Weasel got loose off of turn 2. He's driving the wheels off that thing. Oh, the 2 cars in the wall. That's H-Rod. GT Jones, who's been the winningest driver all season, he might go a lap down here before the stage ends. Well, where's Predator gonna go? He's gonna get held up by lap traffic here. That's allowing Weasel and Incog to get to him. Oh, both the 5 of the 2 got the wall. Here comes Weasel and Predator trying to be battling hard for the lead. Where are they gonna go? Oh, look at Weasel! Drives it hard down in turn 3. Side by side for the lead, coming out of turn 4. Weasel's gonna clear him. Predator's gonna go sideways. And Predator's gonna save it. Unbelievable. What a last lap pass to win stage 1. Oh my goodness. And how did the 9, not only the 9 car keeping it straight, but how did GT Jones in the 5 and H-Rod in the 2 keep it out the lead lap? Weasel out of nowhere drives it hard down at turn 3. It wins stage 1. So Weasel wins stage 1, he gets 10 championship points and a playoff point. Hancock finished second, so he gets 9 championship points. Predator finished third, so he gets 8 championship points. Trainer finished fourth, so he gets 7 championship points. And Bradley went out of the top 5. I believe who finished 6th? Tom Vizio finished 6th. Tom finished 7th, so he gets 4 championship points. Texas finished 8th. H-Rod finished 9th, so he gets 2 championship points. And GT Jones runs out of the top 10, getting 1 championship point. So, your stage 1 winner is Weasel with the last pass on Predator to take that playoff point away from Predator. That's the second time in 3 races that, 4 races that Weasel took a playoff point from Predator. He did at Watkins Glen too. So Weasel might not have a good race to Road America, but he's picking up where he left off from Bristol, taking stage 1. So pit road will be open this time by. I believe everyone take 2 cans of fuel, 4 tires, and see if how the restart will fare, because apparently Hancock might have been the leader on the start, but Predator took the lead on the outside lane. So it's going to be interesting to see how the restart's going to fare as pit road is open this time by. Everyone will come down pit road. Yep, everyone comes down pit road, so we'll see who's going to win the restart pit road. So who's going to win the race off pit road? See Trainer coming out of his pit stall. See Predator coming out. Looks like Weasel's going to win the race off pit road with Hancock second, Predator third, Trainer fourth, and Bradley runs out of the top 5. Looked like Don Vizito was 6th. Looks like GT Jones is 7th, H-Rod is 8th, Tom is 9th, and Texas runs out of the top 10. So, the big gain on that pit stop was GT Jones. He went from 10th to 7th, and both spots was both Tom, H-Rod, and Texas. Actually, no, H-Rod gained 2 spots, no, 1 spot. And Tom lost 2 spots, and Texas lost 2 spots. So your front row police start. Row 1's going to be 18 of Incog, the 42. Sorry, 18 of Weasel, the 42 Incog. Row 2's going to be the 9 Predator, 23 Trainer. Row 3's going to be 7 Bradley, 89 Diamond Zito. Row 4 is the 5 GT Jones, 2 H-Rod. And running out the field is the 0 Texas and the 21 Tom as they get back up through the gears. Green flag is back in the air, back on the way at Darlington. What a great start by Weasel in the 18 as they off to turn 1. The top 5 already single file. Texas in the wall back there in the 0. Everyone is already single file as they come off of turn 2. This was a sight that probably nobody wanted to see. That white and red Toyota, Weasel leading the field. Oh, somebody got the wall there. There's CT back there in the 5. So Weasel will lead this lap. Incock second, Predator third. Bradley fourth, and running out of the top 5 is Trainer in the 23. Looked like there might be Tom in the 21 that spun on the apron. Oh, Incock got the wall for turn 2. Predator got some damage there too. Oh, H-Rod in the 2. That'll put Davi in the 89 on the wall. About a second heating up between Incock and Bradley. Look at the 7 car Bradley. He was crying in stage 1. He's already up to 3rd in stage 2. And Predator, who led pretty much almost all of stage 1, is back at 7th. Oh, Incock gets loose off of turn 2 again. It's going to allow Bradley to go to the outside for second. But Incock's going to hold on to the position. Oh, he's going to put the crossover. Bradley inside for second. He's going to clear him off of turn 4. He's probably going to bring Trainer on the 23 with him. And he will. Trainer against the wall. Up in turn 1 there. Now this is going to be a true test for Weasel. Can he... Bradley's already up to second. Looks like he made his car better. So can Weasel hold him off like he did at Bristol again? And get that second playoff point of the day. As Bradley gets the wall in turn 4 again. It's going to allow Trainer and Incog to catch right back up to him. Here comes Trainer inside for second. Incog. All the back bumper. The 23 as Bradley gets in the wall. Oh, he got in the wall again. So Bobby falls back to 4th. Look at this 2 car. Where did this 2 car come from? H-Rod was about to go a lap down a lap ago. Like 5 laps ago. He's already back in 5th. Oh, Bradley got the wall again. Turn 4. And Weasel in 18 is driving away. That's a sight nobody wants to see. Predator and H-Rod bound with 5th back there. And Weasel in it, not Weasel. Weasel's pulling away, I should say. And Incog and Trainer bound once again for 2nd. Looks like the battle between those two has not cooled down at all this race. Let's go wide here. Oh, this time at 21. Slow on the track. Keeps it going. He might go a lap down here before it's all said and done here. Oh, they got close to that wall. Did the 42 and the 23. Look at Incog in that 42. Bradley in the 7 though. He's coming back though. Looks like there's gonna be a 3-car battle back there for 5th, with H-Rod in the 2. Looks like Predator in the 9. Oh, Trainer got loose for 2nd. Also Don Vizito back there in the 89. Trainer gets loose. Incog goes right for 2nd. Oh, Bradley gets loose off of turn 2. Can he keep it straight? He does. Whew. He's all over the back bumper now of Trainer for 3rd. Oh boy. Oh, Bradley once again gets loose off of turn 2. And just Predator getting around H-Rod from 5th back there. Also brought, looks like Texas and New Zealand in that fight back there for 5th. Let's go wipe there that. Oh look. Tom's about to go a lap down, it looks like. Yep, I knew Tom was gonna go a lap down. Can Weasel get around him though? That's the question. Will this hold up Weasel? Oh my God, what a move by Weasel. He just drove it hard underneath Tom. It puts him a lap down. Weasel's not gonna be denied about this race. Holy crap. Now will Tom hold up the other cars though? He almost held up Weasel though. So will he hold up the other cars? And here's this battle for 5th I was talking about between these 4 cars. Predator, H-Rod, Don Vizito, and Texas. The 2 kisses the wall. It's only 3 and 4 there. Oh, the 2 gets loose in the turn 1, it looks like. Don Vizito's going to try to get on these for 6th. And Predator got loose on the apron. Looks like contact between the 2 and the 89. Don Vizito sliding. He saved it. Good job by Don, but he unfortunately falls back to 8th. And Texas is going to get up to 7th now. And H-Rod's in 8th. Excuse me, that's for 7th. My bad. That's battle for 5th. With Texas closing in on Predator for 5th. And this is about up front. Looks like Bradley got around Trainer for 3rd. And now Tom is going to be in the way of these 3 cars. Incog, Bradley, and Trainer. So what? We already saw what Weasel could do with Tom. What are these guys gonna do with him? Oh, Tom pounded the wall there. He's going to allow Incog go. Bradley's on the wall behind him. And Bradley's going to go by him. Trainer's going to go by him. Well, they're 3 wide. They're about 3 wide. They're going into on 1. And Trainer's once again trying to get underneath Bradley for 3rd. Couldn't get him. Oh, Tom got the apron. He saved it. Oh, Tom pounded the wall in turn 2. Keeps it straight. Now how will Predator in Texas fare with the 21 car? Stop. That's gonna be interesting. This route for 6th is heating up. It's gonna be for 5th. Texas in the 0. Predator the 9. Texas. Oh, he tried to go to the inside, but he couldn't. Here comes H-Bar in the 2. Diamond 0 and 89 back up to this battle. Hard to believe that the guy that led almost all the laps in stage 1, it can't even get back up to the front. This battle for second is still not cooling down between these 3. And Weasel's just gone. There's Weasel right there in the 18. Weasel's pretty much on cruise control right now. Oh, Trainer gets the wall there. The Trainer has lost touch of these two of the top 3 here, so we're going to bite back with Bradley here in the 7. He's got a little bit of damage on that white front, it looks like. So this is about for 2nd between Incog and Bradley. As Incog gets the apron there, he's going to hook Bradley with him. Oh! Incog just turns hard right and puts Bradley in the wall. And allow Trainer to go by for 2nd. Trainer gets by Incog for 2nd. And look at all these cars going by Bradley. Oh, Bradley. Oh, boy. This Predator, what happened to Predator? He must have got on the apron there. And Predator's gonna go underneath. Oh, Predator puts him in the wall. He didn't mean to, so he's gonna back off. Wow, what a turn of events from Bradley. He goes from bound for 2nd. Back here, it looks like 8th. Or 7th, I should say. And that's the end of stage 2 right there. Weasel will win stage 2, so he gets another 10 championship points and another playoff point, which is gonna help for that 18 bunch. Trainer will get 2nd, so he gets 9 championship points. Incog gets 3rd, so he gets 8 championship points. Texas gets 4th. He was in the back of the pack for this, so he took advantage and got all the spots. And H-Rod wins out top up, getting 6 championship points, who's going to go lap down at the end of stage 1. Bradley gets 6th. Predator gets 7th. GT Jones gets 8th, so he gets 3 championship points. And pit road is open. Texas got a commitment line violation right there. So Texas is going to have to go to the back of the pack now. I guess the top 3 didn't know the pit road was open. 4th place, Texas knew the pit road was open, but he acted a little too late. So Texas got a pit road violation. But Bradley gets, Dom Zito gets some. See ya. Yeah, Dom Zito gets 6, Bradley gets 7, Predator gets 8, so he gets 3 championship points. GT Jones got 9, so he got 2 championship points, and Tom runs on the top 10 getting 1 championship point. And Tom's the only car 1 lap down, so he gets a free pass, so he's back on a lap now. So these are the 4 cars that stayed out. But remember, Texas in the 0 got that commitment line violation, so he's going to have to go to the back of the pack here for this restart. But maybe these guys did not know that pit road was open. It does not look like, nope, it does not look like they're going to be going down this time, so. Looks like the top 4 going to stay out here. And Tom's going to get his lap back, so there he goes. His text gonna go to the back. Nope. Alright, so your football for the restart. Row 1 is going to be the 23 of Trainer and the 18 of Weasel. Row 2 is going to be the 42 of Hancock, the 0 Texas. Row 3 is going to be the 2 of H-Rod and the 5 GT Jones. Row 4 is going to be the 89 Diamond Zero, the 9 Predator. And landing at the field is going to be the 7 of Bradley and the 21 of Tom. As they come off of turn 4, they're going to get back up through the gears here. Green flag is back in the air, back on the way at Darlington. Good stop by Weasel again in the 18, diving off of turn 1. The top 4 cars stayed out on the track, so they're on old tires. Come off of turn 2. Oh, GT back there on the 5 gets loose. He's down there on the apron back there. He keeps it straight, he's going to fall back to the back of the pack. Looks like Weasel will come around and complete this lap with Weasel 2nd, Trainer 3rd, Texas 4th, and running on top of is H-Rod the 2. Oh, Texas gets the wall. Oh, Weasel, Trainer gets the apron there. H-Rod that 2 car, it's the first guy on fresh tires, he's in 5th. Oh, the 2 got the apron there. He and Texas make contact. Predator's on the wall. The caution's out. So the caution's out. Oh, you know what? I think I had the commitment line wrong. So pit road is not open this time by. Yeah, I don't know why Predator's down there. No idea why. But yeah, I had the commitment line all messed up, I think. With the actual pit road. Yeah, that yellow line right there. I must have got that confused with the other yellow line. So that yellow line right there, if you come up above that yellow line right there, that's a commitment line violation. Right there, you can come up. So I guess it's a good break for these 4 guys to stay it out. Weasel, Hancock, Trainer, and Texas. Those 4 guys that stayed out, they needed this caution. So they gotta come down pit road here. Maybe with everyone else. And well, Predator's gonna stay out, Tom's gonna stay out. So 2 cars stay out on the track. So Predator's gonna be leader once again, with Tom this time in 2nd. So this race for pit road is gonna be who's gonna restart 3rd. So it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna start 3rd on this restart. So H-Rod's going to win this off pit road. He's going to restart 3rd, with Bradley 4th. Weasel's going to be 5th. Hancock's going to be 6th. And Diamond Zero's going to be 7th. Texas is going to be 8th. Trainer's 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is the 2. Oh, no, excuse me, not the 2. There's 5 GT Jones. Sorry for that noise. But so this is going to be a restart order. Well 1's going to be the 9 of Predator, the 21 of Tom. Well 2's going to be the 2 of H-Rod, the 7 of Bradley. Well 3's going to be the 18 of Weasel. And the... I'm trying to think of the top of my head. The 18 of Weasel and the 42 of Incog. Well 4 is going to be the 0 Texas and the 5 TT Jones. Excuse me, no. The 89 times 0 and the 0 Texas. That's World 4. And Route 5 running out the field is going to be the 23 of Trainer and the 5 TT Jones. So, we'll be riding here with Tom for this restart. And we're going to crank it up for you on this restart here. This could be one of the last restarts of the race. So, going to crank it up for you on this restart. Once they come off of turn 4. Hopefully y'all are enjoying this race as much as I am. Because this is intense race. So let's crank it up for you on this restart.
Still there?
Alright.
There on the east side. Alright.
Oh dear. Oh, look, there goes the 5 on the wall. 23 got some damage as well. The 2's working on the inside wall.
Whoever's on the backstretch, okay, hey, I'm right outside you.
So Weasel leads this lap, excuse me, Predator leads this lap with Bradley 2nd, Tom 3rd, Hancock 4th, and Bradley running up the top 5. Not Bradley, Tex running up the top 5.
Sorry, Tom. 42. Let off way too much there.
There goes Tom. Oh.
Ooh, split caps. Shit.
Trainer got some damage now.
Jesus Christ. Every...
Alright, let's crank it up for you on this restart. I had a wreck there between the 21 and the 23. Now I got a battle for the lead here between teammates. Bradley in the 7, Predator in the 9. Also got Incog in the 42, Weasel in the 18 back there. Looking in the mix. Weasel the winner of both stages. And currently, I see the 2 car on pit road there, making his pit stop. Probably repair some damage. There's Weasel in the 18 on the apron back there. Meanwhile, you got teammates bound for the lead. Put up back up front after leading the first, I believe, 21 laps of the race. And have been up front since. So, I keep an eye on Weasel though on the 18, and there's the 2 car coming out pit road now. Weasel's lost a lot of ground, but Predator's on old tires. But Bradley and Incog, they're on fresh tires, so Predator's on a little bit older tires than Bradley and Incog, but gonna be interesting to see if Predator can hold off these two for the win possibly. It looks like Tom is off the racetrack. His car had too much damage. He's done the race. So this battle for the lead's gonna be heating up a little bit. Oh, Bradley gets the wall there. Probably open up the gap between him. Oh, Bradley. He's gonna hold off the battle for second with Incog. But that 18 car Weasel, he's coming though. You probably have to think what Predator might do to him, because he took stage 1. Weasel took stage 1 away from Predator, but Weasel dominated stage 2. So This is going to be a good battle for the lead here between these three cars. Oh, Bradley got loose in turn 1 there. Hancock's over the back bumper of him for second. Oh boy, Hancock and Bradley once again bound for second. I don't think Porter got through 1 and 2 all that well, because Bradley cut the gap Bradley cut the gap a lot. Oh, Hancock's up against the wall, and Weasel's coming though. The stage winner for today, Weasel, he's coming. Oh, Bradley gave Porter a little bit of a bump there, let him know he was there. Yep, Weasel is coming. But I think Weasel has enough time, I think, but the question is passing. He can catch him, but passing's going to be a little tough. Who's that on the back straightaway? Who's slow? That is Texas in the Zelo. He's slow on the back straightaway. What's wrong with him? That's going to hold up the leaders here. Oh, he's going to hold up Puerto. Bradley's going to go to the inside for the lead. No, he backed off. He got loose. Texas about held up Puerto there. And that allows Incog to get back in the battle for second with Bradley. That opened the gap though a lot between Bradley and Puerto. There goes Bradley and Incog around Texas. And Weasel's back there as well. So the battle for the lead's cooled off now. Let's go to the battle for second. Weasel gets around Texas as the battle for second is heating up between Weasel and not Weasel, Incog and Bradley. And Weasel got around Texas, so oh Bradley, you got close on the apron there. Do they have enough time to catch Predator? Oh, Incog got loose off of turn 2. Bradley's right there. Bradley, I think he was going to try to go to the inside, but he got to his bumper and just stuck to him. Oh, Incog's going to get the wall. Bradley's again there for second. Bradley looking to the inside. Gonna think better of it. Oh, Bradley got loose there. Oh boy. Bradley's right there, he almost got to that quarter panel. Here comes Bradley again for second on the inside. Oh, Bradley got the wall there. And Weasel is there. All over the back bumper of Bradley for third. Let's go to this battle for third. Here comes Weasel inside of Bradley. Oh, Bradley. Make contact with him. But Weasel's going to get clear for third. Weasel gets by Bradley for third. Weasel's on the move now. Going to try to get Incock for second. Does Weasel have enough time to catch Incock for second? And then Predator for the lead. They got a lap car. It looks like GT Jones in the 5 up front. He and H-Rod played a factor in stage 1. So they might play a factor again here at the end of the race. Weasel is driving the wheels up there. Look how quick he caught Incock. Well, that's Texas into 0 again. Texas looks like it's going to go a second lap down. Texas is going to get out of the way of the 3 leaders. And Bradley lost touch of the top 3. So it's going to be a good fight for the win between Predator, Weasel, and Incock. These 3 drivers have had heated conversations about each other, so it's going to be interesting. Weasel definitely has the faster car of the 3. Look at the top 3. Literally on a blanket you could put these 3. Look at Weasel. Oh boy. Whew, what a finish. Predator holds off Incock and Weasel to get his second career win. Wow, what a finish. Predator on that one. He had stage 1 taken away from him. And now he gets himself 5 more playoff points. Congrats to Predator on that 9 team. Weasel definitely had the fast car, man. Weasel definitely had the best car on the track. But at the end of the day, Predator on strategy, he and H-Rod on the 2. That was my dog thumping her foot on the ground. But yeah, Predator holds off Incock and Weasel to get his second win of the season, 3rd in the league. So like I said, congratulations to Predator on that 19. He and H-Rod with he and Tom, stayed out. So Incock and Weasel had fresher tires than Predator. So that's definitely impressive to see that he held them off. So Predator wins the race. He gets 20 championship points and 5 playoff points. Incock got second. He gets 15 championship points. The 18 Weasel gets third. So he gets 13 championship points. Bradley got 4th. And that's all I can remember off the top of my head, the top 5 finishers. So let's get Predator in here. Your winner, so I was gonna get him in here real quick and see how he feels about getting his second win, being at Darlington nevertheless. There's Predator. Not much. Congratulations on that win. You had to work hard for that one.
Yeah, that was wicked. You know, stage 1 we led every lap but 1. Kind of sucks that we got lap traffic up there. that kind of screwed us a little bit. But yeah, and then stage two, we just we had some stuff go on with other drivers, just you know, that sucked. And then that caution came out late in stage two. You know, we repaired our damages and got everything situated. And after that, I just committed to staying out, and it worked out for us.
Now, you definitely didn't have the fastest car out there on the track. We still had the fastest car all the way long. So, well, how did you feel after you got moved out of the way to stage one there at the end?
I wasn't really moved out of the way. You know, I was behind my teammate, and I was really hoping that he would have just let me lap him, because you know, it was at the end of stage one anyways. He was going to get his lap back. But he wanted to stay right in front of me, which kind of sucked because he was slower, and it sucked for me. And then Weasel came across my nose, which, you know, got me third. But, you know, I didn't really get moved. It was just that it was my teammate not recognizing that, you know, I was the leader.
Do you think this win is more bigger than your first career win, or do you think the first win in the National Series is still the biggest win?
It's weight lifted off my my shoulders, just because, you know, you have all those haters and all those people that never really liked me. They always said, you know, well, you won at Daytona. It's just Daytona. Anybody can win it. So it kind of sucks. But, you know, to finally get, you know, a place or a race win that doesn't involve a plate track, and not have the whole field wrecked out, just like Texas in the Truck Series, it feels good, especially after what's been going on in my personal life with my ex-girlfriend being the way she is, you know, and being heartbroken. It's time for me to turn the page and move forward in my life, and this is just a stepping stone in my life to move forward on.
How do you feel about your next race tonight in the league? It's going to be Indianapolis. How do you feel about the Brickyard?
Oh man, I love Indy. It's a really fun track. You know, we do mock races every once in a while in the with a couple of guys at Indy, and I'm pretty fast there. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can go out and you know, get some more playoff points. You know, those playoff points are going to be very valuable, because we got 2 more races, and then it's playoff season. So trying to get as much playoff points as I can get, and hopefully we can go from there.
Well, good luck to you, and hopefully you can show up to broadcast tomorrow night. Hopefully get the views of Cup racing, and talk to you soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be interviewing you tomorrow in the broadcast booth.
Rolls reverse. How about that?
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Alright, let's get Weasel in here now, who's gonna be a little heartbroken about sweeping the stages but not getting the valuable win, get those 5 extra playoff points. So gonna get him in here real quick, see how he feels about what happened tonight. There's Weasel, how are you?
It could be a little bit better.
I don't know how I knew you were going to say that, but I guess that's a mind reader for you. But, you dominated this race. I think you were the fastest car on the track, and you swept the stages. So, what did you need there at the end of the race to try to get that win?
I needed about another lap, and I probably could have got that. No, that ending it's just my fault, you know. I was sitting there trying to run him down. I hit the apron and got loose twice while I was trying to run him down, and I'd lost about 2 or 3 seconds on the pace trying to catch him. So if it wasn't for that, I probably would have been long gone leading and winning. But you know, that shit happens. So move on next week.
From what I saw, this is your best race I've ever seen you. So, what was going on? So good job on that part. But what was going on there at the end of stage 1? Predator told me that y'all got held up in lap traffic and a teammate was being an idiot and stuff. So what was going on for there at the end of the stage?
I don't know. I was just focused on that green and white checker. We were going through turn 3. Looked like he was getting held up. I didn't think I was going to be able to catch him. I was about half a second back when we started that lap, and I saw he was getting held up by traffic, so I just started pushing a little bit harder. And as soon as I saw just a little bit of an opening in turn 3 and 4, I tried to squeeze my car in there, and I made it work and got off the corner better.
Now, how do you feel about the next race going to be for the series? It's going to be Indianapolis. How do you feel about Brickyard?
I'm good with Indianapolis. I like Indianapolis. It's a great track. You've been pretty good there, practicing and shit, but other than that, I mean, I don't know, we'll see when it comes up.
Well, good luck to you and your quest to become the National Series champion, and talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
No problem. Alright, that was your stage 1 and stage 2 winner. So now we're going to try to get Incog in here, who once again finished second, but he had 2 cars. He had 2 cars surrounding him at the end of the race. He had Weasel and Predator surrounding him. So he's try to get Incog in here real quick, and I'm now going to try to get Bradley in here, and then we'll call it a stream. Now, last time I tried to get an interview. Oh, there he is. How are you?
What about you?
I'm doing alright. But just let you know, I tried to get an interview with you earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I sent you an invitation for the drivers meeting.
I didn't show up on my end.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. But well, I guess you say this will be, I think your just back-to-back top 3 finishes, which is good for you. And so for the second week in a row, you chasing down Predator for a position. How do you feel about that?
I feel good but frustrated at the same time. It feels good because I'm waiting for the top positions all the time now. It shows I'm improving and being consistent. At the same time, it is frustrating because I am tired of getting those 2nd and 3rd places. I have 7 combined right now, so I kind of know how Predator was feeling whenever he said that he couldn't get his first win. I'm pretty much like right there now. It's a little frustrating, but yet I'm encouraged by it.
Now, Weasel told me about a couple of mistakes that he made, and which hindered his chance to get the win tonight. So, do you think there was any incidents that you thought that you could have been better off without?
Oh yeah, I mean I screwed up here and there in my lines every now and then. There was a couple times where I went too fast during turns 3 and 4 and I kind of missed my groove. And then at the beginning of stage 3, Tom kind of hit his brake and it gave me a little bit of damage whenever I slammed him in the wall. And but other than that, I still thought the car performed well, and if I would have cleaned up those mistakes, I probably would have won.
Now, how do you feel about the next race we're going to be heading to? The National Series schedule is going to be Indianapolis. How do you feel about the Brickyard?
I'm actually very confident in the Brickyard. The old league that I was with last year, we used to consistently run that all the time, like regardless, not league races, but practices all the time. So that's a very confident track for myself.
Well, good luck to you, and try to get your first National Series win, and talk to you again soon.
All right, see you tomorrow.
See ya. You're going to try to get one more driver in here. That's going to be Bradley, who subbed for Nascar man tonight. He was up there in the conversation for the lead in stage 2 and so on to the end of the race. So I was going to try to get him in here real quick. gonna show y'all the paint scheme that he could have ran tonight, but he decided not to. But that's his decision. So this is the paint scheme that he ran in practice. Could have ran the race, but like I said, he chose not to. But that's fine. So gonna try to get him in here real quick. There's Bradley. How are you?
Doing great.
That's good. Well, for the National Series standards, this was an off race for you because I don't think you didn't lead a lap tonight, which is a little surprising, especially for you in the National Series. But what I saw in stage 1 that you were a little off there. It looked like you weren't able to keep up with the leaders. So what was going on with the car in stage 1?
I mean, I struggled all day, even in practice, and after stage 1, I just threw in a random adjustment, and it ended up working. Glad it worked, because if I didn't throw that adjustment in, I probably would have finished worse.
Now, I saw at the end of the race, you were up there battling with Predator for the lead. You were over his back bumper, and then Mincog and Weasel ended up getting around you. What happened to your car at the end of the one? It looked like you fell off after Weasel got around you.
I was trying to stay behind Predator to get a little decent gap, and then with 3 or 4 to go, I was going to start making moves. But once NCOG got beside me and made a little contact with me, and I hit the wall, just I guess that little bit of damage made my car tighter, and I really couldn't run my consistent lap times. I was running behind Predator, but I'm overall glad with the 4th place finish.
Did you learn anything tonight that might help you tomorrow night?
Hopefully, hopefully I can get a good finish. Just like I said, this track hates me, but I love it. Hopefully tomorrow I can carry this little bit of momentum I got and get a decent, maybe top 5 finish tomorrow.
Well, good luck to you tomorrow night. Hopefully you're going to get that top 5 finish, and probably talk to you tomorrow night.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, that's going to be it for the stream tonight. Thank you all for tuning back into the channel. And thank you all for the people that sat through this race tonight. It was a very short race. 34 laps, went by fast. And your winner tonight is Predator in the 9 car, getting his 2nd win of the season. He won Daytona earlier in the year, and he wins tonight Darlington. So next race is going to be for the National Series is going to be the Brickyard next Saturday. Next last race for the playoffs, or the end of the playoffs, I should say, for the National Series. But we got some good news as the stream comes to an end. There will be a Cup Series broadcast tomorrow night. So I believe Predator said he was going to be the only one doing it. It might be just Predator. Maybe you can get someone else in here to booth them, but you could pull me and be alone in the booth. But I made it work by myself, so maybe if Predator's up here in the booth by himself, he could do the same thing. So hopefully y'all can tune in to the stream tomorrow night. It's going to be the Bojangles Southern 500 at Darlington for the Cup Series. So it's going to be how many laps? I think like 134 laps, something like that. I think I could be wrong about that, but it's right around 100. It's right around 100. I know that. So hopefully y'all can tune in tomorrow night. Give the league some views, some pep in the steps, so to speak, because we've been broadcasting nationals and truck series races for months now. About 3 months, yeah, say almost 3 months now. Or 2 months, I should say. That it's been since a Cup Series race has been broadcasted. So finally get some viewership for the Cup Series. So hopefully y'all can tune in. The time for the Cup Series broadcast tomorrow night is going to be 6:10 Central, which is going to be the practice, and 6:30 Central will be qualifying, and 7 Central will be the race. So hopefully y'all can tune in, and I'm pretty sure Predator will only be doing one big stream of all 3 events, so it's probably going to be like about a 2-hour long live stream, somewhere around there. So hopefully y'all can tune back in to the channel and watch that. So, thank y'all for coming back to tonight. Hopefully y'all be back tomorrow night as we wrap up the throwback weekend and the Labor Day weekend for the National and Cup Series races tonight, this weekend, Darlington, I should say. So hopefully y'all can come back tomorrow night and give players some love. Alright, I'm done. Thank y'all. Have a good night. Stay safe. And hopefully y'all be here tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody.